Hey, I'm Jimmy, and I'm an ambassador of Christ disguised as a musician. My greatest fear, okay, I'm just gonna say it because I wish it was something deep like death. My greatest fear now is honeybees and wasps, which is a lot like death to me in that inevitably I would probably die if I was stung, but probably a little bit less dramatic than actually dying. I wasn't raised in a Christian home. We were religious at best. I didn't learn about sex from my parents, that's for sure. I was first exposed to the idea of it in 4th grade, which is tragic. I was 9 years old. All my friends were always older than me. They invited me over one day and said, hey, we got something we want to show you. And brought out a picture of this from this magazine, and I was like, wow, this is not anything that I've seen before. That was kind of the beginning of my captivity. It was the beginning of this long affair with pornography that wouldn't end till mid-college for me. Over the years, as my heart just got more and more drawn to it, I would find that I needed it more and more. Nobody knew anything. I thought that I was the only person in the world who was even involved in this sort of stuff. At this point in my life, I was an addict. I mean, I couldn't go a day without it. It consumed me to the core. There was this moment, the beginning of my sophomore year, that happened. It was the first time that I felt a hollowness when I would run to the internet or run to a magazine or whatever. Why isn't this satisfying like I thought it would? Praise God, I had one friend in high school who was actually walking with God. And I just told him everything, spilled my guts to him, you know, and I don't ever remember weeping that bitterly over anything in my life. He began to articulate to me this hope that I wouldn't have to walk in sin anymore, and that I could find freedom from my captor. That night when I went home, it was like this celebration. I got rid of my all the material that I had. I threw away the CDs, the DVDs. I thought, I get saved, I'm free from porn addiction. It didn't get easier, it got harder because now I was fighting. And praise God that He's got me to a place where finally, through a long journey, fully liberated me from pornography. We're a bunch of screw-ups and half-hearted, apathetic, you know, addicted people that God is making new daily. God is not okay with a half-hearted pursuit of Him. It really begins with an open confession of just going, hey, I'm messed up. I need help. And that's a tough thing, man. To talk about it means I'm ready to deal with it myself. And it's a little weird, isn't it? I mean, that I would openly talk about, you know, pornography on stage at a church. I get that. But who else is going to if I don't? The things that we keep in darkness, God makes it very clear He intends to bring them to the light. You can't beat it, but someone else has in your place. And that person was Christ. And that place was the cross. I'm Jimmy Needham. I'm an ambassador. Let freedom begin here.